8 times. 8 times in a row you have lost elections in Poland. So get used to it, because you're going to lose again. That's number one. Let me give you some data about Poland and Polish democracy. The lowest unemployment in European Union is Poland. The highest GDP after COVID in European Union is Poland. One of the lowest debts in European Union is Poland. So don't give us this rubbish about the need of educated immigration, as we heard yesterday. We don't need your doctors. We don't need your engineers. Take them all and pay for them. We don't need them. You know why? Because there is no illegal migration in Poland. So don't give me this look. Don't give me these arguments about the populism, because this is a fact.
Poland is the only country that saw the storm coming. The only one that managed to protect its people in time. By taking a hard stance on illegal migration and refusing entry to even a single illegal migrant, Poland has kept its citizens secure and avoided the chaos seen in other countries.
How many refugees has Poland taken?
0.
And you're proud of that?
If you are asking me about illegal immigration, none, not even one, will come to Poland. Not even one if it's illegal. We took over 2 million Ukrainians who are working, who are peaceful in Poland. We will not receive even one, because this is what we promised.
But I asked not about illegal
failed.
immigrants. I asked about refugees. You sound proud of the fact that you haven't taken any refugees.
Of course, because this is what our people are expecting from our government. That's number one. This is why our government was elected. But this is why Poland is so safe. Look at the streets in Poland, and we can be called populists, nationalists. I don't care. I care about my family and about my country.
Poland has always had a pretty firm stance on immigration, even before the recent crisis. Historically, they've been cautious about who they let into the country. This isn't about being unwelcoming, but about protecting the national identity and ensuring security. Poland has been through a lot over the centuries, from invasions to partitions, and they've learned that maintaining control over who enters their borders is crucial for stability.
Before you're going to judge, just before you're going to point us with your finger, maybe you should think about Germany, which is number one with all this coming over from illegal migrants, instead of Poland. This is real democracy, and this is not our data, this is Eurostat.
One of the key milestones was around 2015, when the European migration crisis hit its peak. While many European countries opened their doors to refugees, Poland took a different path. The government, led by the Law and Justice Party, promised to keep the borders secure and resist illegal migration. This was a huge part of their platform, and it resonated with many citizens who were concerned about the potential risks.
Przyszedłem tutaj, żeby przemaszerować z swoimi synami, pokazać im, jak pięknie możemy uświętować ten wspaniały dzień. W tak trudnych sytuacjach jest to dla nas bardzo ważne, żebyśmy mogli zaprezentować całemu światu, że jesteśmy jedną rodziną i będziemy wspierać swój naród w dążeniu do niepodległości.
Remember when the EU tried to impose migrant quotas on member states? Poland was one of the first to push back, arguing that it's not just about helping people in need, but also about the long-term impact on their society and security. These steps were crucial in ensuring that only those who come to Poland legally and with good intentions are allowed in.
This morning, a migrant and refugee caravan on the road on the edge of Europe. Hundreds of people in Belarus make their way to the border with Poland. Their ultimate destination, the Polish government has said thousands are now gathering close to the border post near Kusnica. A few hours later, with tensions mounting, migrants start collapsing small trees onto the fence. Others, surprisingly well equipped, start cutting the wire with bolt cutters. The Poles have deployed around 12,000 troops to patrol an exclusion zone that runs along the border area. Lithuania, to the north, has proposed a state of emergency and is also deploying extra soldiers to its border with Belarus.
The Polish leaders have been very clear about their stance on immigration. For instance, former Prime Minister Beata Szydło and current leaders like Mateusz Morawiecki have repeatedly emphasized that Poland will not accept illegal migrants. They argue that it's not about being anti-immigrant, but about prioritizing the safety and well-being of Polish citizens.
Poland has refused from accepting more migrants. Prime Minister Beata Szydło said on Wednesday she was forced to such decision. For me, it is obvious at this moment there is no possibility for migrants to come to Poland. We need to firstly think about the security of Polish citizens. The previous government declared it will participate in accepting refugees, but I do not see a possibility for migrants to come to Poland at the moment.
One quote that sticks with many is from Interior Minister Mariusz Błaszczak, who said, "We don't want any illegal migration in Poland. This is what we promised, this is why our government was elected, and not even one illegal migrant will come to Poland." It's a bold stance, but one that many support because it's about protecting their families and their country.
First of all, that's very clear, very simple. In Germany, over 200,000 of so-called refugees just vanished, disappeared. Nobody knows who are they, where are they, and what are they going to do. Nobody knows. 200,000 people. Can you imagine how many people is that?
Polish leaders also highlight the success of these policies in keeping Poland safe. They point out that unlike some other European countries, Poland has not experienced any attacks. They attribute this success to the strict immigration policies which prevent potential threats from entering the country. This sense of security is something they cherish deeply.
I couldn't hear very strong words from imams who would condemn this. That's number one. In Sweden, hidden for 13 months.
Basically, Poland has taken a very firm stance. Not a single illegal refugee is allowed to settle there. This policy means that the government has put strict measures in place to ensure that no illegal migrants enter the country. They've ramped up border security, increased surveillance, and enacted laws that make it nearly impossible for illegal immigrants to stay.
In recent history. Over the last few years, more than 2 million foreigners have arrived in Poland. They're mostly Christian from neighboring Ukraine.
The government has put a lot of resources into making sure the borders are secure. They've built physical barriers, increased patrols, and used advanced technology to monitor and control who comes into the country. This isn't just talk. They've made it a reality.
In recent days, foreigners trying to illegally cross the Polish border on soldiers and border guards of Poland. This is just a drop in the ocean compared to what is happening in Western Europe.
Now, you might be wondering why Poland is so strict about this. The government's reasoning is pretty straightforward, and to be honest, makes a lot of sense. First and foremost, it's about national security. Look around Europe, and you'll see that countries with more relaxed immigration policies have faced significant security challenges. By keeping illegal migrants out, Poland has managed to avoid these issues.
They want to drink Dom Perignon, and they want us to drink water. That is the difference. So if they want us to have a lunch together and split the bill, they have to eat the same thing and they drink the same thing. The club means that we are equal. We have the same rights and the same duties. But it doesn't work this way. Germany asked for a deal.
Another big reason is cultural integrity. Poland has a rich cultural heritage that they're keen to preserve. Allowing a large influx of illegal migrants could potentially disrupt the social fabric. The government believes that integrating large numbers of people from vastly different cultural backgrounds can lead to social tensions and divisions. By maintaining strict control over immigration, they're able to protect the cultural identity and ensure that society remains cohesive. When you look at other European countries, you see the struggles they're facing with integration. Look at the UK or Germany, for example. There are social clashes, economic burdens. Poland has managed to avoid these pitfalls by sticking to a zero illegal refugee policy. It's a proactive approach that focuses on prevention, rather than dealing with the fallout of unchecked immigration.
It's not going to work this way. We will never agree for the deals with the Russians and not saying anything. Right. So if they want solidarity, if they want to have this club with us as a partners, they have to behave like a partners. Mistrals from France and Nord Stream 2 are the symbols. Obviously, there is much more to be given as an example. So, first of all, it's not us who started this madness. It's Germany who started.
Right.
Angela Merkel was looking for cheap labor.
Poland remains a safe haven. The government's decision to enforce strict border controls and stringent visa requirements is paying off. It's a clear message. They're not willing to compromise on their national security.
You're against illegal immigration?
Who is not?
Poland is at a political crossroads.
If we're accepting someone from outside at the cost of our basis, cultural basis, this is disaster.
The ruling Law and Justice Party faces a general election on Sunday and has called a referendum on illegal migration.
Their approach may be criticized by some, but the results speak for themselves. They've prioritized their citizens' safety above all else, and it has worked. The absence of attacks, a growing GDP, and a unified population is a testament to the effective immigration control and national security measures.
The Lukashenko threatened to flood Europe with migrants. In November 2021, thousands of people from the Middle East attempted to enter Poland.
When it comes to overall public safety, Poland stands out as one of the safest countries in Europe.
W roku mieliśmy 15 700 prób nielegalnego przekraczania granicy z Białorusi do Polski. To jest też czas, kiedy powstała bariera i fizyczna, i elektroniczna na granicy polsko-białoruskiej. W tej chwili mamy tych prób już ponad 20.
Reports from Polish National Police Force show that the measures they've put in place to prevent illegal immigration have also contributed to maintaining public order. There's a sense of security walking down the streets in Polish cities, knowing that the government is vigilant and proactive in keeping potential threats at bay.
The questions proposed in that referendum are ridiculous.
You're against illegal immigration?
In addition, the community policing efforts and public safety initiatives have been effective because they don't have to divert resources to deal with the complexities of illegal immigration. The focus remains on keeping their neighborhoods safe and ensuring that their citizens feel secure in their daily lives. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.